Hey everyone, I'm Almar of almarsguides.com. In this video here, I'm going to go over the combat system in Asheron's Call. Now, the reason I decided to make a video for this is because the combat system in AC is unlike a lot of other MMORPGs that you may or may not be used to, depending on when you decided to start playing MMOs and what ones you have played, more recently. Now, the combat system in AC doesn't actually have skills or, big skill bars and stuff like that. You might be used to like games like Rift or World of Warcraft and stuff like that, where they have 4 or 5 different skill bars where you put skills on it, you keybind them, and you play and do stuff like that. But AC isn't like that. What it does is it has 3 different attack levels pretty much, and a bar letting you know how fast and how powerful you attack. Now, this might be a little disheartening for some players that are used to having, 40 different abilities or something like that. But AC is more built in a different way, in a different manner. This combat system works for Asheron's Call. And, it wouldn't work for a lot of other games out there. Now, mages in AC are the people that actually would be able to play the game 100% with, multiple abilities and stuff like that. As you can see, I'll pull out my staff here. Now, with my staff out, I have a whole bunch of different abilities that I'd be able to use. Like I can, I can throw the heal on myself right here. Well, it won't let me cast that heal on myself right now, but I can use a bunch of different abilities via the actually having my staff out. I can cast this, Meditative Trance, to switch a few things, regenerate some stamina here. Maybe even toss a heal on myself like this. They have a bunch of different abilities. You can bind them to anything you want, and the list will go all the way across, and you can put as many spells as you want on a single bar. However, for melee, there's only a few different abilities that you're actually not a few different abilities, but 3 different attack modes that you're able to pick from. And these attack modes are the few that I'm going to go over in this video right now, actually. So let's take a look at when I actually enter combat. Let me turn off loot and find some Ulthois to kill. I'll also turn off combat because I'll do this manually myself. So I'm going to find the Ulthois here, and I'm going to start attacking them. As you can see, this bar right here with the red going through it, this is my attack bar. Now, you can change the speed at which you attack depending on whether or not you want to do more powerful attacks. Like say I turned it all the way up. It takes a lot longer to attack, but I hit for a lot more than I would with it in the all the way down or in the middle. Now say I turn it all the way down. Now I'm going to attack really fast but not hit very hard. As you can see, I was doing about 500 damage before, and now I'm doing about 120 to like 150. And also, since I'm melee, it changes the type of damage I'm doing. As you can see, I'm piercing the mob right now instead of whacking them and doing bludgeoning damage. It doesn't work this way for every weapon, but some weapons it does. Specifically, those with slashing and piercing enabled on them. Now, I'm actually still piercing with the bar halfway, but as you can see, I'm doing a little bit more damage than I was before, but not as much as I was doing with it, all the way up. Depending on where your power bar is, will determine how much damage you're doing with each attack and how fast you're attacking. On each side of the power bar, it says speed and power. As you can see, all the way over here on the left side, it says speed, and all the way over here on the right side, it says power. Now, that's pretty much your, dead giveaway for, if you want to attack fast and hit lightly, or attack hard and hit slowly. Now, there's a few different type of good, or rather things you need to know about how fast or slow you're attacking. First, let's take a look at this in here. Dirty fighting. This says melee and missile attacks weaken the opponents. High attacks reduces attacks and weakens heals. Low reduces defensive, and medium causes bleeds. Depending on how you're attacking will determine which of these dirty fighting procs, I guess you could say, it uses, and are pretty much under effect. Then you also have a few different things down here. You have Recklessness, which set your power bar near the center to both deal and receive more damage from non-critical hits. And then you also have Sneak Attack, which lets your melee, missile, and magic attacks do more damage from behind. That's pretty much PvP oriented. Now, you also have something in here, Deception. Helps prevent others from determining your attributes. That's once again for PvP. It'll help players not identify your character. And you also have, it says, gives a chance to trigger sneak attack damage from the front. So you'll do, and I'm pretty sure it only does about like 20 to 25% of the amount of damage sneak attack would do. It's definitely something to keep in mind and remember, because if you have sneak attack and you can't always get behind the enemy or opponent, Deception will help you trigger it from the front as well. And then I'm pretty sure there's one more. Now, I actually went through all of them. There's one more different thing, and that's a shield, which a shield will help you take less damage from being attacked, and also other shields, or depending on what type of shield you have, it will do different things. Like, say you have a Sanguine Aegis, I'm pretty sure they're called. This will absorb magic damage, but be not as effective for, physical type of damage. That shield is almost a must-have when it comes time to fighting magic casters and things of that like. Because, it'll help you stop taking so much damage from spells, which are extremely volatile on Asheron's Call. Spells are pretty much everybody's worst enemy in this game. They really, really put a pounding on the player. So let me, I'll turn off combat here for a second and equip my shield to give you an example of how they work. Popped out my shield, as you can see here, and it's going through and looting the mobs. Now, with the shield out, I'm taking a lot less damage than I would otherwise. I mean, of course, these Ulthuis don't hurt me anyway, but with the shield out, they hurt me even less than they would before. Now, the shields are pretty much used in areas where, you're unable to handle it by yourself, or in your character's current state, I guess you could say. Shields will give you a lot of extra protection, a lot higher armor level, and it'll block attacks and stuff like that. So it's actually good for a lot of players to have both dual wield if you're a one-hander, and the shield ability. Having both of these will make you much more versatile when it comes time. You'll have the option of dual wielding for easy stuff to kill, and the option of using a shield for hard stuff to kill. And that's actually pretty much all there is to the combat system in Asheron's Call. Mages are a lot more complex than as the melee that you're watching in this video. I'm probably going to make something going over mages in a little bit, maybe in a few days, maybe a week. I got to get my mage a little bit higher level and get them working before I go and do stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, as always, like, comment, and subscribe to me for future gaming and Asheron's Call videos. That's all there is to it, and I hope you guys decide to subscribe to me. As always, I'll catch you around, and good luck and happy hunting.